Okay, my friends, God bless the quick save function, because this final dungeon is so goddamn long that there was no way I could complete it in a single session, so I had to stop. But I am back a few days later to try and complete this game. This has got to be the final session, surely, as we are on the 8th floor of Pandemonium. So without too much further ado, I think we can keep things moving. We have 2 more chests to obtain here. One is on the top left, and so we'll immediately just start heading towards that and see how we go. And hopefully complete this thing by the end of this sesh. So we'll just keep doing our thing here. Pretty sure we've concluded that we're not going to see level 11 Ultima here. But I was seeing like 4 digits on Ultima regularly enough that I wasn't like too disappointed. And well, especially if, as predicted, the final boss does end up being this, like, it's basically immune to everything and Ultima's the only way to do any real damage, then basically like a 700 to 1200 a pop still going to be enough to get it done. So I'm not too worried. Okay, there's multiple ways to get there. It's fine. Yeah, I remember this encounter being somewhat useless. But hey, at least it gives us even more chance to get to that Ultima level 11. Okay, there it is. Come on, man. So we'll continue to basically zoom through these ones especially because they're just pretty pointless encounters for the final dungeon. At least give us like a bomb king or something, like something with like a self-destruct 10 or above. Okay. I think that's the first one of its type. I feel like I should just beat it. Oh no, okay, maybe it's not. I should just beat the final boss by just hurling all of these that I've built up and basically not used for the entire game. Maybe we'll do that. Wow. Yeah, if this hasn't already epitomized the issues with this game, basically, in the first like 3 to 5 minutes of this session, then I don't know what does. But yeah, I'll reserve like my actual like, more full-on review until we're actually done. But I think you can see which way it's going based on everything you've heard up until this point. Okay. There we go. Slightly more interesting. Don't really know if there's anything else I want to really do at this point. We're so close to the end that I'm not too worried, but... I do wonder if the final boss is going to have any status vulnerabilities. The way the game's been going, I feel like there's a chance there's been relatively few enemies that are completely immune to everything. And while we've certainly seen enemies that kind of build as bosses be literally like petrified and stuff even, so expect anything on that front. But as you might have noticed from the last session, my sore throat, well, my throat's not really, doesn't feel that sore, but it's still not back to like normal. Honestly, last session I sounded better than I thought. I started editing it today, and it sounds relatively normal. I think very regular viewers will probably still, I think, recognize my voice enough to know when I'm not feeling well, but I thought it turned out better than I thought. I might actually sound worse today, I'll see. Even though my throat feels better, it's probably still a bit worse vocally. It's just that time of year, it's hard to escape. But we've made it to the 9th floor. Is there a chest here? Okay. Can't see one. I might have missed the chest. But honestly, it's been a mixed bag in terms of what the chests offer, so I'm sure as hell not going to bother going through stuff again here. I just don't care. Okay, I was about to say at least they've given us something fresh, and technically they have, but they're still using the same bombs that they've been using all along. Maybe the fire Gigas is a little stronger than the ice one, but I would assume it's basically, yeah, it's pretty much the same HP wise. But Leon's basically made it to 3000 HP. That's pretty good. I was a bit concerned, like compared to everybody else, he was doing pretty badly. But I think for now, it's okay. But yeah, I guess again, if you imagine in the days when there were no maps available, obviously now it seems very easy to just beeline it straight to where the exit is. But given the size of the screen and how zoomed in it is, you might have had to do some looking around back in the day. Let's just keep going. Wow, okay. I mean, this floor does look cool. I will say that. Now, is there a chest here? I don't think so. Yes, I think I've missed one, but yeah, as I say, at this stage, I'm not even going to turn on no encounters and start looking for it. I just don't care. We'll manage. Let's get this story completed. So I think what I will do here... I was going to say maybe there's a chance I can push this to level 10, but we don't need to heal enough yet. Let's use some elixirs. Actually, no. Let's not do that. I still have 19 of these. That's probably already enough, honestly. But screw it. Okay, the final floor has 3 fire gigases. That's somewhat interesting. Honestly, I might deliberately hang around a little bit here just to see some of these encounters, because this is obviously pretty unique compared to what we've been facing. We've seen double gigases, but never triple. But yeah, not enough to be a threat here, as you can see. So I'll probably get into 1 or 2 more encounters, just to see what they got here. Blue dragon, okay. Yeah, I remember you could potentially just break these guys. Well, at least some of the dragons you could. Maybe not the blue dragon, but we'll see. Yeah, to me this feels like a preview of what you'll see for the final boss, basically. Nothing's doing damage here. Pretty immune to stays effects by the looks of things. And we're pretty much going to have to resort to like using Berserk a bunch of times to start doing damage, or just letting Ultima blast it out, basically. But even Ultima, I think, because the magic defense is high, it's struggling to get near the 1000 mark. So I think we could potentially see something like this. And well, who knows, it's also still a possibility that the final boss ends up being this really wild difficulty spike, and we're completely helpless against it. So we'll find out very soon. But one thing historically we can always rely on is low HP. So I think that's also possible. But yeah, we're not getting like double dragons or anything like that, so I think in general it's fine. Let's just go for it. Wrap this one up. You have braved the bowels of hell to reach me. But the hand of man, which deals in false justice and forsaken love, can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell. I mean, it's a cool looking design. The sprite works nice. Okay. Just called Emperor. So it's the second boss we fought, I think, called Emperor, or maybe the third. Let's listen. Yeah, it's a nice theme. I don't think it's one of the best. I've definitely heard some themes I liked a bit more at this stage. It'll build. Okay. As always, to make the final boss battles a little bit more fun, let's try and throw some stasis and stuff and try and get some buffs in. See what we can do. And I'll start berserking too, because I have a feeling that my physical attacks aren't going to do too well here. I think I generally have good enough status protection from all of my accessories and stuff that I'm not too worried. But I have a feeling some big magic attacks could happen here, so I'm trying to be careful. Just turning the music up slightly for this final battle. You might have seen the volume slide up a bit there. Okay. That's not so good. So we'll keep stacking a few more of these before we start to attack. The boss seems pretty slow so far. It's not like getting in between our turns. It just seems to be like 4 to 1 basically, as it has been pretty much the whole game. That's always a trick they can use sometimes, where they just get in like a cheeky extra few moves. There you go. So that particular type of attack has been the worst, literally like the highest damage, worst move that we faced in the whole game. Anything that seems to drain HP does like a disproportionate amount of damage, and that's a proof of it there. I mean, we had random encounters that could do over 2,000 with one hit, compared to other enemies that were doing like 10 damage to us in the final arena. So, okay, that's already a sign that things are going to be not a walk in the park here, at least defensively. So it did 3,000 damage to Leon. We're going to have to see how it does for the rest of the party members here. Starfall 10. Okay, there you go. That's not so bad. Going to keep blinking here. And let's try a cheeky silence. I mean, this should not work, but so far at least no sign of any like little loopholes here in terms of status ailments. Okay, Blink's starting to do a job here. I'm starting to notice that. Since we haven't started attacking yet, the healing's not really a big deal here. I'm not too worried. Still seems like the physical attack is the biggest problem, so I'm planning to continue to just do this. And I think soon we'll be ready to just go on the attack and see what we can do. Again, this is just a chance for me to give the final boss, you know, a chance to show us what it can do. If it means a game over, so be it. We've not exactly had many in this playthrough. So Starfall looks the part, but it's not doing much damage. Yep. Okay. Let's do our first attack here. And see how that does. I want to get another Berserk on here as well. So this should be a good benchmark. Let's see what that first attack's going to do. Yep, as expected, it's not really doing anything. I don't think anyone's surprised by that one. It's like the ultimate magic, you got to use it. So I can definitely see that. But I just wonder, can we stack enough? What am I looking for? Yeah. Can we stack enough Berserks to basically start making a meaningful impact here on the Emperor? At least the damage from its physical attack seems to be a lot lower now than that first hit. I will start launching that Ultima soon. Curse 16, okay. Let's do that. Now I want to throw in my first Ultima. And I'll just keep healing with this guy for now. He's being picked on quite a lot. Most of the physical attacks have hit him. Oh, nice. 1,500. I like that. Okay, so far so good. Not so good. See, I can't tell if that removes all of, like, the protect and stuff. I don't think it does. Maybe it removes the Berserks we've stacked. It's a bit hard to tell at the moment, but let's just start attacking here. Yeah, I want to get a full set of attacks in. 710. Yeah, I think that's got to be the Berserk still in effect here. Because Furion was doing nowhere near that much damage a few minutes ago. Yeah. It's not going to last very long, I think. So I'm going to throw one more set on like this, and then we're just going to unload. Actually, I did promise I'd use some of these items, so let's see him in action. Nah, I guess he's kind of floating, flying in the air or whatever. Maybe he already has it still. Wasn't dispelled, perhaps. Yeah, he started to miss now. So other than Ultima, we will try more of these. Honestly, the problem is some of these elementals might heal him, but whatever. Let's go. Will it heal? No, but it doesn't do much damage either. So at least you can't item spam for the win. That seems to be a thing. Yeah, okay. So it really was, I think, the Berserks that have made a huge difference here, like stacking so many of them. Yeah, can't even hit anymore. Wow. So our items are not exactly doing great. Maximizing intellect, let's give that to her. We can see what a difference that makes too. The Ultimas haven't been that great. The first one was almost like a critical hit of sorts. It did a lot, but the rest has been kind of crap. So we'll just keep experimenting around with this final boss here. Oh. I mean, the animation made me think that it actually got poisoned there. Sure. Okay. Anything else we want to use? Might as well just try a Hellfire, why not? And we'll just keep maximizing her intellect. Right, let's see. Does it make intellect like 99 or does it add a +1 point? Yeah, it's definitely doing a bit more, I think. Yeah, she's gonna crush it with the ultimate now. Hellfire is only a fire 5. Get the hell out of here. But yeah. Homie's completely hopeless now. Let's finish it. Honestly, probably still has a better moveset than Final Fantasy III's final boss, which I remember did disappoint me. But is there any more? Is there like a second form here? Is there like something beyond the Emperor? There could definitely be. But the way it's going, I wouldn't be surprised if that's it. We complete the story and we roll credits. Let's see. Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you. Not once, but twice. Who are you? Ah! It's done. Now, let's get out of here. Okay. There you go. It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing to fear. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you. With the combined strength of Kashuan and Ffii, we will build the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here as a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I am sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. Maybe you should have joined us in the final battle then, dude. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me out of a job. I guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. It's my favourite NPC, I think, him and Lila. You sure showed him, Ffii. You're every bit the bloke I pegged you for. If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating... What? That not sit well with you, Maria? Haha, looks like your next battle's already begun, Ffii. Yeah, definitely one of my favourites. You did it! I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. I'm going to be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. Joseph? We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. And Leon? War finally over! Yes. We can all live in peace again. Together. Right, Leon? There can be no going back. Not for all of us. But why? Don't go! Ffii, stop him! Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him. Not now. Leon! We will meet again. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world, all had vanished without a trace. Peace had returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Yeah, I do like those little kind of callbacks for the Pixel Remaster.